Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we will be talking about how to decorate walls for beginners. So let's get into the video. Here we have these pillars on each corner. It's a very popular build people do in their houses, and you could just add anything in the middle. You could add bookshelves, fireplace, TV, windows, or even a seating area. It's really easy to make, and it also takes space, so it's easy to fill a room. Next is this wall design, and I really like this wall idea because it looks really nice in rustic style homes. You can use any light design, whichever fits your aesthetic. Here I have a few. In the bottom, it looks like I used a fence, but I actually used a hedge. I used a hedge so it gives the wall more dimension. Lastly, I added pillars and shelves. The next wall is kind of like an accent wall. I had a bedroom in mind, so if you put like a bed in front of this wall, I think it'll look really nice if you don't really want to decorate much. In order to make this wall, you have to put the pillars first and then put the wall through the pillars if you don't want the pillars popping out. You could customize this wall by adding more windows or even changing the wallpaper, whichever fits your aesthetic. This next wall is mostly about decals, and as you can see, I have these basic decals that I've seen people use before, and I'll show you how you could improve your decals. You could use something like this. Even though it's used a lot, I think it looks better than the other ones. Or you could use something like this that looks realistic, and I love it. It's personally one of my favorites, and you could always find some that matches your style. And here are some different styles. Here we have more of a modern accent wall, and I like this idea because it's not too much going on, and it's very simple but a little bit tedious because you have to make each beam and make sure that it's not like crooked or anything. You want to make it as straight as possible, but I think it's pretty easy with practice. I also didn't want to make the beams and the wall the same color. I think the beam is pearl and the wall is white. I wanted the beams to pop out, but both have the same material. Here I have two oval frames next to each other, and I've seen this a lot, so I recommend to just use one oval frame and put it in between anything that's more square. It could be furniture or even a square frame. So yeah, please do not put two oval frames together. I just think it looks so ugly. So here I have a wall, and then half of the wall has a wood material wall trim, and then the other side has plastic. So I know a lot of people like using plastic wall trim, but if you want your build to look a little more realistic, I think you should use a wood material. Here I have a wall, and it's very plain. It has no texture. So I added a wall trim, and when I change the material to wood, I feel like it just changes the room, and I personally think kind of looks better than the plastic. If you don't want to decorate a wall, you just have to decorate in general, like add a lot of plants and storage and seating, so it looks nice and it looks kind of filled up. Now I want to talk about plaster. Plaster is a great material for walls because I feel like it looks so realistic. Like, I love it. So when I don't know what to use on a wall, I just put plaster. And you guys should try it. I think it looks so good. Here I'm adding plaster to the previous wall, and I don't know. What do you guys think? I think it looks so much better. Now I'm going to talk about linen, and I think you guys are going to hate me, but I am so tired of the colored linen, and I think we could do better. Here I have a blue wall and kind of like an orange floor, and blue and orange complement each other, so I think this looks so good. It's one of my favorite like color schemes. And when you have a colored wall, I feel like you don't have to decorate it as much because it's already colorful. Here I have an example of a blue wall. So I decorated, like I did the whole thing, like the couch and the plants, because if I didn't, it wouldn't look as nice. So you see how the walls, they're blue, the window is blue, but the couch, it's like brown, orange, the floor is brown. Like I really like how this came out, and you see how you don't have to do so much with the wall, just a few frames and a colored wall, and I think it'll look so good. For the next one, I used purple and kind of like a cream color, and in the color wheel, purple and yellow are complementary colors, so I used purple for the wall, and then I just used like a cream wood for the sofa and the storage. I also used a dark purple so it could just look nice, and I really like this, so if you guys like it, you could totally copy and get some inspiration from it. And for the last one, I have green and pink. Since red and green are complementary colors, pink is kind of like the lighter version of red. So pink and green looks really good together. And you see the wall is pretty plain and it doesn't really need much because it's already green, and I think it looks so good. So if you also like this idea, you could also get some inspiration from it. So that's it for this video. I hope you guys learned something and got some inspiration, like not using linen. Just kidding. But I hope you guys are not afraid of using color. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.